Hi students, welcome again to e-commerce unit 3 e-lectures. Last video we discussed about consumer perspective and merchant perspective. Before that, next video we discussed about EPS, electronic payment system, which is very important. And now we are in detail we discuss about types of e-payment systems. So these are the slides we studied. EPS. So you can find the difference of decrease in cash transactions 34 to 25. E-payment systems, cards, e-cash, e-check, e-wallet. So in this video we discuss all the methods, e-payment methods in detail. Okay. Process of e-payment, customer initiate, approach through website, through internet, and he will pay either through card or that will be a central universal payment gateway, that is Visa, Master, Cyrus, Bharat Pay, which we developed ourselves for India. That will pass through issuing bank to the network and through the received bank or merchant bank account, that is merchant. Wallets, we know we are using those wallets. This is e-check. Benefits to buyers, benefits to sellers. Issues of electronic payment system, advantages. Right. Now, in detail we discuss about credit cards. Okay? Right. It is a pre-approved credit which can be used for the purchase of items and payment of them later. Okay. So all the credit cards they were allowed some amount as credit, pre-approved amount. You cannot use more than that, even though you can use that one, but you have to pay for that. Overtime charges will be charged for that. Sometimes they will allow, sometimes they block according to the card, according to the type of the card they will allow or they may not allow. So they will give some credit amount for use of now, and that amount will be paid later along with the interest. That is credit cards. It is a plastic card having the magnetic strip. Now SIM card, electronic SIM card type or enabled cards are coming. Earlier it is magnetic strips are there. Now with the electronic chip-based cards are coming. Okay. Charge cards. The concept of using cards was first described in 1887. Very long back the concept was arrived, and now to make into dream or reality, so it is 1991 or 92, way back. We came to know, but there are earlier also cards are there. So the size of the card was given to us 85.6 into 53.9 mm. That is the card size. All cards are similar size because accepting machines are ATM machines, swiping machines, all should have to be. They have to accept that one. That's why size should be in that manner. Okay, 85.6 into 54. So who will get a credit card? Have a savings account and he has a little bit credit worthiness, assets and liabilities, and he has some monthly income, and if they thought that he is credit worthy, then they will give the credit card with a limit. A person having the salary of 25,000 will get a limit of 1 lakh or 2 lakh. A person having a salary of 1 lakh per month will get a credit card worth rupees 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs, like that, according to the credit worthiness of the person who is applying. They will get the card. Sometimes some banks, they may reject the credit card also. So the credibility or the eligibility of the person may not suit their requirement. Okay, American Express, it will issue the credit card whose salary is more than 25,000. And it will give only very less credit. But if you go to other credit cards, they will every year, every month, when you are using credit, they will increase the credit amount. And they will give you a chance to increase the credit as well as block the credit amount also. That is, the option is vested with the customer. Okay, right. Particulars displayed in credit cards. So if you are having a debit card or a credit card, you can observe this one. Name of the customer, 16-digit card number, validity date, 2 dates were given from and to, and which company is issued that, its logo, its bank, which bank, and the signature period, magnetic strip, and backside it is a CVV is also there, PIN number is also given to us. Okay, these are the details which were displayed. So what does it mean? Credit card 16 digits number. Okay, your ID card, issued ID from the first 5 numbers, and your account number, and checksum will be given to some random numbers or given to, which should not match with the other cards. Okay, that is, so these are the details which were given in a credit card. Our account number is how many digits? 6 plus 3, 9 digits. Remaining digits are issuer ID. So how can we identify the issuer ID? Means when you are paying the electricity bill, type first 6 digits. When you are trying to type first 6 digits, automatically it will display the name of the card. Visa Electron, okay, Cyrus, whatever it may be. It will display that. So that is the industry card issuer ID. So industry ID means Visa Electron, their number will be, it was with the first digit. So classification of the credit cards based on credit recovery. These are the charge card and revolving card. And based on the status of the credit card, standard card, business card, and gold card. And based on the geographical validity, domestic card as well as the international card. Based on the franchisor type, proprietary card, MasterCard, Visa card, domestic type card like our Bharat Pay. Based on issuer category, individual cards which we will get, corporate card which our college will get a card, our companies will get a card. Okay, these are the classification of the credit cards. Okay, right. So what is exactly the change card? Charge card, that is. Okay, so a card that charges no interest but requires the user to pay his or her balance in full upon receipt of the statement, usually on monthly basis. While it is similar to a credit card, the major benefit offered by the charge card is that it has much higher, often unlimited spending limits. So people with the high caliber may get this card, I think. Okay, so what they are offer they are giving, you can use the card and pay back. So instead of cash, they will use this card and they will transfer the money from their salary. So there may be sometimes annual maintenance fee will be more because they are giving interest free. No charges or no interest. Okay. Revolving card. a line of credit where the customer pays a commitment fee and then is allowed to use the funds when they are needed, usually operating purpose, fluctuating each month depending upon the customer's cash flow funds. Already I told, okay. So you will be given some credit line, 5 lakhs. You can use the 5 lakhs in that month, and if needed you can use that one. Once you are using, your credit period will increase month by month, fluctuating each month depending upon the customer's cash flow needs. So that then 5,50,000 you used in the month of April, you will pay 550 in the month of May, and you can use 5,50,000 plus some amount in the month of May itself. Whatever the amount you are using, so they will charge the interest as well as monthly annual charges. Some other, if the benefits they are allowing, they will charge for that. These are the 2 types of cards. Standard cards is used as a credit card. Business card is used for small partnership firms for their purpose. Okay, gold card is issued by the credit card companies to favored clients, entitling them to high unsecured overdraft, insurance cover, and etc. So the one type of card which will trying to bear the risk of the customer, and as well as indemnity for the risk also they are providing. So which are domestic cards are valid in India and Indian states which are joined with India, and international cards are valid wherever you go. And even though you have a domestic card, you can enable for international payments also. Earlier, they are used to pay for international payments, but now RBI put on cap on that one. If it is required, you can enable the international payments for that. Okay. So if you are not enabled, you cannot pay the international payments through your domestic cards. 2 types of cards according to the geographical validity, domestic as well as international card. Proprietary card issued by the banks, their own cards. MasterCard is issued by the MasterCard International. Visa card is issued by the Visa International. Domestic cards are used by like our Bharat Pay, Indus card like that, Ind card, Can card like that. Okay. Individual cards are non-corporate cards that are issued to individuals. Corporate cards are issued to the business firms. So the overall, whatever the type of the card, when you observe, the intention is to reduce the cash transactions, increase the online transactions or electronic transactions, and make familiar or make a customer with the very ease of doing or usage. Okay. Then credit card cycle. Credit card holder will purchase at the merchant or move to the RS Brothers, buy 10,000 rupees. So you will present the card, they will swipe the card, and your purchase is over. That's all. The retailer will check the number on the card and he will tally the signature of the voucher and the credit card. Voucher are sent to banks, which in return reimburse for the customer's purpose. That's all. Okay, you presented a card at RS Brothers and they swipe the card, and that information will reach to the banks. Banks approve. Money was transferred to RS Brothers account immediately. So, you again explain that one. Okay? Purchase of goods and services. Merchant deliver goods after taking authenticated credit card and noting the number and taking signature on certain forms. Presently, there is no signature required. Automatically, it will approve. And they will raise the bill, giving the card details. And now issuing bank pays amount to the merchant. So they will either immediately they will transfer the amount but they will get confirmation. So money will be transferred to their bank account. Issuing bank raise bills on the credit card holders and send it for payments. Immediately bank will include my transaction in my credit card bill and send the bill amount to me, and that I have to pay back and on the due date mentioned by the credit card company. Credit card holder makes the payment to the issuing bank. So 10,000 rupees I will pay to the credit card company which I used at RS Brothers. That is the cycle of the credit card. Mechanics of the credit card operation. Okay. So card user or customer purchase the goods and services at merchant bank, submission of bill for collection, contact for first starting with the credit card issuing bank. Okay, so I will approach the city bank. I will apply through an application either online or offline. Bank will verify my credentials and it will issue the credit card. So now the card is enabled for payment. Then I will move to and G Polarity Sweets and buy 5,000 rupees worth of sweets for my function at our home, and I will submit the card in that shop and they will generate the bill, and that amount will be transferred to bank account of the G Polarity Sweets, and later bill was generated on my name and that amount I will pay to bank, clearing and settlement. Advantages to the card holders. Simple, convenient, can be substituted for cash. Yes, it is simple, very convenient, and it is also substitute for cash sometimes, and people very much fear to handle the cash. Okay, due to the pandemic, now the government is also, not only the government, even shopkeepers and everybody asking about electronic payment transfers, electronic transfers. So it's very simple and very convenient, and also substitute for cash. And payment method also very convenient. So if I paid 80,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees at a small shop where there is no counting machine, it takes 10 minutes to count or more also, depends upon the notes. If the notes are new, then counting will be easy. If they are old, then counting will be little bit later. So for the credit card, it is very simple. Just to transfer the money. Both sides authentication. Holder will get SMS as well as the merchant will also get the message that the some amount was transferred. Presently, Google Assistant is also speaking that amount 5,000 received from the Venkaiah. Confirmation on voice. No need to check mobile or statement and everything. Need not approach a bank for taking credit because my card is enabled with 5 lakhs credit. Every time I need not to go to bank and ask about to increase credit or allow credit like that. Credit cards issued by leading banks are acceptable in many countries. Exactly. So the cards which were issued by the leading or anyone, if any small company recently, okay, the card which was issued by Byju's for credit worth of 5,000 rupees was given to their employees. Okay, so that card issuer will be different, not a leading one. It is acceptable by many lenders, many banks, many payment gateways as well as the retail stores. So cards issued by leading banks are acceptable in many countries. Holders can withdraw cash from any branch of major banks worldwide. So even though it is credit card which is used for purchase of goods and services, sometimes if the money is needed, we can withdraw money from bank also. Issuer of the card provides 24/7 helpline services across the world in any case of emergency. Exactly, the card, at the back side of the card, you will get a helpline number. So whatever the difficulties or whatever the clarifications, whatever it is required online, they are giving 24/7 services through that numbers to the card holders. And that is card holders. Then coming to the merchants or shopkeepers, it is guaranteed payment. Amount will be guaranteed. Lessen the security risk of holding cash. Okay. So money will be directly deposited into bank, transferred to bank account. So there is no need of taking the cash again, sending to bank for deposit, and also holding such big cash in the shop also sometimes risky. At present, and touching the paper is also very much risky compared to due to pandemic. Okay, so people are hesitant to touch the items which were given by the other person. So at this time, it is very guaranteed method and very secured method and a safe method. Overseas visitors may purchase more, providing new market for retailers. So here it is like this. If I went to Dubai, so then what earlier people used to do, whatever the amount they had, they will exchange in airport where they landed, convert to the local currency, and they used to do that one. And presently what people are doing, now they are having the credit cards, whatever the purchase they want to do at local, they are using the credit cards. Need not to worry about with the local currency. So whatever the payment you made in that country, they were charged with that current currency, and that was converted into your, according to the dollar rate or according to the exchange rate, it was converted to your billing according to your currency. If you are residing in America, you purchased the goods in Dubai, and it will be converted into dollars like that. Okay, so it is very convenient to the overseas visitors to make a purchase or in the new market or the local markets or retail markets. Credit card then, advantages to the credit card companies or banks. Okay, they will charge joining fee, renewal fee, service charges, and interest charges. So that is a type of business offered through credit card, and they depend upon only two things. One is joining fee, and the one is interest charges. Disadvantages. See, the problem with the fraud, misappropriation of cards, card numbers, and stealing of electronic data, and sometimes the issuing bank will also share our information with the other companies to the people, those who paid for that. Okay, like that. That is also happened earlier, still happening. And a farmer who is having a debit card in Khammam district is through his card, money was withdrawn in Delhi. You just observe. And in your experience, many misappropriations are going on through these credit cards also. So loss or stealing of credit card. And for the merchants and retailers to pay a certain fee and service charges. That is one of the disadvantage. So that's why what they are doing, they will collect that service charge from us, 2%, 3% according to the credit card. So companies risk of bad debt. Many people are there. So even one company, Citibank, which is issued cards to the people of America, and increasing credit like that, it is unable to recover when the recession period, and the 400 years bank used to close its operations. And recently, the American Citibank is stopped its credit card operations from India May or may not, I am not exactly sure, that because of bad debts. How it will be bad debts? People will take the card, buy the goods and everything, they change the address. So it will become bad debt. Risk of fraud is also sometimes risk to the credit card companies. Okay. So what we have to take steps regarding the credit card usage. Sign card with the signature to compare the signature for the merchants. It is also sometimes they may reject if the signature is not valid. Do not leave cards lying around. Okay, you don't throw away your card or your wallet somewhere else. Close unused accounts in writing and by phone, then cut up the card. If you are not using the card, then it's better to close that card itself. And do not give out account number unless making purchases. Don't share. Companies, credit card companies, sometimes or every time they will give advertisement as well as and send message to you and mail also. Don't disclose your information to the unknown persons. Keep a list of all cards, account numbers and phone numbers separate from cards. Don't save this information in your mobile phone and you put on paper and make it known to you. Okay, report lost or stolen cards promptly. Sometimes if it is happened, immediately respond to the report through online. Okay, so then coming to the debit card, we will see can we have debit card in this lecture or other lecture we will verify. Right. So debit card we will discuss in next lecture. Okay students, so till then, bye.